All right, warming up for the bench press or getting ready to bench press. You might be surprised that I don't do a ton of mobility before I bench press. I feel like my warm-ups get me to where I need to go, and kind of all that other stuff's extra. But for the warm-ups, in the most part, I mean, you should be able to just do your warm-ups and go. The whole idea is getting you prepared. So one of our Thompson's Gym rules is don't waste your warm-ups, which means the warm-up, the whole idea of it is to get your body ready to lift the heavy weights. So your warm-up set should look exactly like a heavy set. So you shouldn't go in there and just kind of move the weight around. You should be set up in your position like you normally do, and then lift that way. Because if you're going to lift heavy weight, you want to warm up your body to be in the same position. So you want to warm up your joints, and really the idea of warm-ups is to get some blood into your muscles and get them going. So your warm-up should look exactly like a heavy set. We'll check that. Also, one of the most common things I see is people do way too many warm-ups. They're like working out before their workout, which is just exhausting, and it's hard to get power and be strong if you're exhausted by the time you start your warm-ups. So I would say the good rule of thumb is 4 to 5 warm-ups, and that includes the bar to begin with. I did add one more set as I got a little bit older, but the idea is that you're basically just getting your body going. So I don't think there's a prescribed number that you need to hit, like you need to be within a certain percentage of your warm-up between your work sets. I've had the same warm-up scheme for probably almost the last 20 years. Probably the last 8 years maybe, I added one more warm-up set. Just as I got a little bit older, I felt like I needed one more. But generally your warm-ups should decrease in reps as you're increasing the weights, and then the idea is just to get you ready to go. So this is what I do.
I always warm up with the bar, whether it's the bench, the squat, or the deadlift. I just feel like it's a good starter. I roll the football under my lower back, and you can see here my shoulders are touching the bench, but my glutes are just slightly above the bench during this particular warm-up. Generally, by the time I finish my warm-ups, I can get my glutes to touch the bench and my shoulders touch the bench, and I'm ready to go. In between each warm-up set, I like to do what we call twists. This does work the obliques just a little bit, but the main idea of this is to loosen up the upper and lower back to get yourself in a better arched position. I like doing this with a little bit of weight. So we have the Easy Curl bar here that's about 17 pounds. I try to get the farthest I can in each direction. I do about 3 sets of 65. This is my last warm-up with the football. At this point, I got my shoulders on the bench and my butte is just about touching the bench now that I've stretched over it for all my sets, and now I'm ready to go with one more warm-up. My last warm-up's done without the football, and this is a paused warm-up just to get ready for some singles I'm going to do so I can get the takedown speed ready to go. When comparing the working set to the warm-up set in the right corner, you can see the setup is pretty much identical. Therefore, warm-ups were completed correctly.